Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to League of Legends. Welcome back to Summoner's Rift. Hope you guys are doing very well today. As always, I thought it'd be fun to revisit some of the characters we've already made videos for before. Kennen is one of my favorite characters, but our first solo commentary for him was like literally right when I started playing the game. So I had a very loose idea of what I was doing. And over time, that's gotten a lot better. I know more about items. I know more about matchups. I know more about match tempo, although that can be chaotic sometimes. So I thought it'd be a good time to revisit my favorite little Yordle and show you what I've learned. Level 1, we did start with the Doran's Blade with a health potion. Kennen has some great auto attacks at level 1, so it allows me to trade with enemies very well. Speaking of enemies, Tryndamere top, Viego in the jungle, Katarina middle, and then we have a Vel'Koz and Zed in the bottom lane. Zed is going to be their ADC, I guess. The friendly team is Sion up top, Udyr in the jungle, Kennen mid, and then a Lucian Nami bottom. For what it's worth, the enemy team is significantly higher ranked than my team, so this might be an uphill battle. We have some bronzes, and they have a lot of golds, so we'll see how that goes. Speaking of gold, we're knocking on the door for that, hopefully getting it in the next couple of weeks. We're very, very close to our promos, and I'm excited for it. So our Q ability is a straight line skill shot. It does damage to an enemy, and as you can see, if I hit them with it, they also gain a stack of Mark of the Storm. If a target accumulates 3 stacks of Mark of the Storm, they will be stunned, allowing me to continue to do damage to them or setting up some potential plays for our team. Katarina already pushing. We do miss that first minion. That sucks. That never feels good to miss minions in the first wave, but we'll just keep going. Katarina gets pretty explosive at level 3, so let's try to just weave in a few auto attacks here and there to keep her on her toes, keep her pathing around. My last hitting on Kennen is okay, but like a lot of mids have some phenomenal pushing ability, and we simply do not have that. Electrocute going off on Katarina as she's backing away. She jumped in on top of that blade to try to trade into me a little bit. That's her main thing. I used to be a Katarina main back in the day, and I just completely lost it. One day we're going to have to revisit that at some point. She is ahead on XP, but I might be able to catch up on minions if we hurry. Really what we want to do is charge our auto attack, our W... Ooh, gross. Our W ability. Every 5 auto attacks we do, we eventually gain up a charge to give us bonus damage on our next auto attack. I'm going to go kind of all in here. She teleports back to us and we stun her, continue auto attacks as she's running down the lane. I'm even going to flash for this, boys. You better get out of here. You better get out of here. Now, granted, we just did use everything we have for that situation, including Ignite, including Flash. So we are pretty weak at the moment. However, if she comes back, if she wants to jump in on that, especially if I get a charged auto attack, we can trade into that relatively okay. We did start with Doran's Blade, so we do actually get a small amount of healing every time we auto attack, so I think that's going to be in my best interest to just send a few auto attacks down. Pressed my W, but I guess it was before I had the charge on her. I was kind of expecting a stun there. She's still moving in. If I auto attacked, I could have killed her there. We are in control of this lane. That feels pretty good. In fact, if I got in range of my W there, we potentially could have killed her. Now, my CS is not good. We've been a little too aggressive versus Katarina here, I think. That auto attack does finally secure that kill we've been fishing for, though. Viego for the enemy team trying to get in range of us. I don't think it's going to work out. And we're going to head back to the base because Katarina is going back too. Now, both of our characters are very rotation focused. We're going to be trying to move around the map and get kills and not necessarily just push out middle lane. So this should actually be a pretty good matchup for me, especially with the start that we already have. First back, I bought some boots. I want to be more mobile. I want to roam early, so boots are a higher priority. Stuff like this, I want to be involved in on Kennen. I also picked up a Dark Seal. We already got 1 kill in the game. That gives us more gold than our enemy, and she's going for lifesteal, so her damage should be a little on the lower side, actually, until she got a kill. I picked up a refillable health potion, because you never know when you need to heal. and also grabbed a control ward that I want to put down because the enemy jungler had already walked through my lane a couple of times. Being pushed under tower is unfortunately a reality of the character, and my ability to farm under tower with Kennen is still pretty bad. That's something I'm still working on. Oh god, I hate missing last hits in videos. Oh my god, it makes me so self-conscious. Okay, let's walk over here. We're going to put our control ward down. The reason we were safe to do that is because we just pushed our lane forward and Katarina was playing pretty defensively. Ooh, really thought that shuriken was going to hit her. So our E ability, I picked it up and I didn't talk about it, allows me to turn into a ball of pure energy, a ball of lightning. As I pass through enemies, they get a stack of our trait on them. So they get one out of 3 stuns as we pass through them. And then we also get an attack speed increase. And we also, on top of all of that, get some energy back to continue to throw out some of our abilities. If we don't use our E, all of our energy regens on a fixed rate. So we can only do so much. Oh, she's going in. I'm going in. Pop an ult for it and everything. Force her out immediately. We're not playing that game. You know, Katarina would do the same thing to me if the tables were turned. We do get a hit under tower. If she comes back, I might try to go for another one. So in a situation like this, we know she wants to get these last hits. So if we can position in a way where we can force her to miss those last hits, those advantages will continue to stack up over time. She was backing in a weird spot. Makes me think she's trying to bait me forward. So instead of taking that bait, I'm going to pop one more ward down. Our big damage really comes from our ultimate, that big AoE that you saw when she jumped right in on me. So we do kind of have to play defensively for at least a moment. That being said, she's not level 6, so maybe I'm being a little too scared. Now, we did see some pings that Viego was on Dragon. It looks like, what's his name? Zed? Is there too. Katarina not rotating towards me yet, so we're just going to back up, and it looks like Dragon did not reset, so we might actually be able to steal this as a team if we wanted to. Unfortunately, I don't know where our jungler is. Oh, he's stealing their red at the moment. Okay. That's a choice, I guess. We'll go ahead and eat another potion. 4 members of the enemy team kind of rummaging through mid lane at the moment. It's a scary time to be alive. 25 seconds left on our ultimate cooldown. We don't want to stand too close to those swords because Katarina can jump on those and then she does big AoE damage around us. But if we are ever trying to bait her in, that is actually a strategy we can try to do. Just make that look appealing. Make her think that that's a good trade. Yeah, go ahead and jump on it. It'll be fine. We don't have great vision, so I should be a little scared. Consumable potion is running low. Zed in a bush. Wait, he doesn't have vision of me, right? Oh, he will now. I was hoping that would go a little bit better. He was actually out of range of my Q, so we couldn't follow up with too much. One thing we might do just for fun. No, we're not having any fun. Never mind. Oh! Right under tower and everything. Gross. All right, for this purchase, we're going to buy Sorcerer Shoes. This is going to give us 18 magic penetration and 45% movement speed. Magic Pen is a huge focus of our build, so getting some early online, and again, also getting those boots upgraded for some increased mobility is something that I'm very, very interested in. Picking up a control ward wouldn't have been a bad idea there. Let's see if we can get to our Udyr and help out, as the Rift Herald was also getting involved in this confrontation. Viego just barely sneaks out the victory as he transforms himself into our jungler. Katarina missing from middle lane. We can assume she knows what's going on over here, but that's not going to stop me from engaging. In fact, I was debating whether or not I wanted to go over the wall for that. I don't think this is something we should just give up, right? Our top lane kind of walked away for some reason. Katarina's still missing. All I have to do is hit the eyeball on this. Viego is coming back now. We're kind of at the limit of the leash tolerance. If I can stop him from getting to it, then it's still good, because this will just despawn. Yeah, I kind of wish my Scion helped me a little more with that. All right, the enemy team did pick it up, and she has a very far sword that she can jump to now. This is a situation where I'm not looking to trade too much. We do get an instant stun on Katarina as she goes for her ultimate, which is actually huge for us. We can continue to chase with that in mind. I actually have red buff, too, from the Viego kill, so she's slowed at the moment. We missed. Oh, and the ignite is going to be enough to take me down. So a bit of a weird start here. Things are fine, though. Things are going to start going our way in no time. As we back, we're going to pick up the amplifying tome. Udyr crossing through our lane. Is he going to secure the kill? It doesn't look like it. Unfortunately, when we died, we lost all the stacks on our Dark Seal. I'm going to grab another Vision Ward just in case. Maybe we'll put it over by Dragon since Rift Herald has already been taken. I would say Vision on the map is okay. We have a couple reds down by bottom lane. How's Zed doing down there? If he's not getting fed, that's huge for us. Lucy is fucking 60 CS to his 17. So that's looking fine. As long as we don't feed Katarina too much, we should be in control of this game. She does have a bounty right now, though, from that last team fight. Viego running towards our Udyr yet again. Let's make sure he's stunned. Move in for some extra damage. I don't see any reason to back away here. Oh, Katarina might be the reason. Katarina is going to jump to me. We'll be able to stun her just by using our E and continue to back up. Bottom lane didn't really rotate on this in any way. I'm going to have my ult in just a moment, but it doesn't matter as we once again get taken down. All right, not fucking ideal. I gotta be honest with you, but we can definitely come back from this situation. We're 2-3-0. The enemy team's Katarina 3-1-1. That is starting to get scary. She's also getting very close to her item being completed, and she's picking up 3 kills in the last 40 fucking seconds. Katarina is actually coming online. Our Scion rotated from top lane to just stand around and take my farm. Katarina level 9 to my level 8 now, and she's also 20 CS ahead. So we have to get back into this game in a big way. Very confident I'll be able to do it, though. Katarina rotating top. Why? Getting our blue, maybe?
I am the wind.
I probably would. Oh, Rift Herald. That's right. I forgot she picked that up. Okay. Well, while that's down, Viego is actually going for Dragon, which is a little scary. Hopefully, Scion can get up to the top lane to deal with that relatively quickly. Udyr is pinging for some assistance. Let's see if this trade goes a little better this time. That auto attack wasn't powered. I'm going to ult now that Zed is here, try to ignite him as well, and just move through these guys very quickly, trying to get back to heal up. Udyr secures that kill. Katarina missing for the enemy team, which is pretty fucking scary. She could kill me right now, so I'm just gonna walk away. Udyr is moving in on boss, and bottom lane did pick up a couple kills down in the bottom lane, so Dragon should be pretty secured, although they're not helping at all, which is unfortunate. Did our ward die? It looks like the one we had over there did. Let me grab another one. Oh yeah, the one in the boss pit was also killed by Viego. All right, so we have 3 stacks on our Dark Seal. My sun is still rising. We're totally fine. Yes, Katarina is a threat, 5-1-1 with 500 gold bounty. But hey, think about it this way. If I kill her, that's 500 extra gold that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Udyr did secure the first dragon of the game, going to the friendly team. You love to see it. Let me go ahead and ping that she is missing, although she's just now showing up. And she's not afraid. She's walking straight for me. She is ready to engage. Very different poise from the character that we were laning against in the early game, isn't it? Very different. If she continues to sit there, I'll just keep throwing Qs at her. That's no skin off my back. I'm going to put a ward down here and one in Pixel as well. Oh, we see the enemy team actually put a control a little bit behind us. Katarina knows I did this, so I'm not going... Oh, she's actually rotating down bottom. They're pretty healthy, right? No, Lucian is not. And she can kill Lucian in an instant. Udyr going in on Katarina is going to get the stun, forcing her back even further. We're running up now, and we're going to land... Ooh, ooh, that's a stun! Hey, Hey, nice job, bud. Ooh, dear. Getting that 500 gold bounty and then pinging his team that he wants to move into that tower. Hey, I'm still happy with that assist. That gives me another stack on my Dark Seal. I'm going to red ward right here to try to get good vision of the bottom river. Viego's 2, 4, and 4, so he is probably a little bit behind us in gold. Okay, I really need to complete my first item soon. We kind of delayed that with all of these wards, with the Dark Seal, with upgrading my boots first. But once I get Rocket Belt, we will really be a force to be reckoned with. Viego moving in now. Katarina still should be dead, so I think I am free to poke at this guy. Not dead, but not back to lane yet. She didn't have enough time. And now we know where the enemy jungler is, heading towards their red. That means we might be able to do some kind of play bottom if we were feeling so inclined. Katarina did see me start to move and was chasing me down. I'm going to speed boost myself out of there before she can see me. Big danger ping here as Katarina still rotating down. We don't see her on the next ward, so that means she's in that bush. She has not left the bush. She's waiting for an ambush on me, so I'm not going to give that to her. Instead, we're going to go back to farming out mid, and we have those wards to thank. Hey, there she is. I do have an auto attack stun. Oh, close. I just should have ulted immediately, I think. Wow, she's very, very strong. Okay, once I complete my first item, we'll be able to trade into her a lot more confidently. Katarina taunting our enemy, friendly Udyr now. She is quite a ways ahead of me on CS. I like to see that. Nicely done. Okay, next time we see her, we are going to not hesitate at all. We are going to pop every cooldown and try to just completely annihilate our opponent. We're giving her way too much leverage. We can't give her any more gold. We've died enough. Four deaths is enough. It's the highest on the team, and I'm trying to convince you I've improved at this game. Lots of ults going down in the bottom lane. Zed is not taken down. Oh my god, that was really close. The enemy, Viego, turning into Lucian and diving directly under tower. He is going to meet his demise. The enemy team's Vel'Koz pretty far forward at this point too. He doesn't see me yet. So let's get in here and surprise him. I don't have... I do have a stun on my Q, and then an auto attack is kill secured. Beautiful. And those roams are the way I get back in this game. This is how we play from behind. We look for opportunities like that. Once I get my rocket belt, it'll be even easier to make plays like that because we don't need to use flash to get into that kind of a position. Let's use both of our potions now. Canceled my E early on accident. Katarina's getting my tower for free. So I was hoping that... ooh. Be careful. That's scary. I was hoping I could push this out a little bit. We're looking at 1,000 gold. We need 1,300 for our rocket belt. So I'm probably going to sell my Dark Seal and my Doran's Blade at this point just to get that online. Dark Seal only has 2 stacks. So that's not the end of the world. And there we go. Perfect. So now we have an activatable on our 1 key. It'll allow us to dash forward. It has a pretty short cooldown of 40 seconds. So we can use this several times throughout a match. Danger ping here as Zed is moving in on middle lane. Probably should have pinged it a little bit faster. If they're pushing back in, we might be able to do something cool here. And the nice thing about Rocket Belt too is while we can have an explosive entrance into a fight and kind of set up a big stun for our team to engage on, what we're really looking to do is let the fight kind of get started and then we move through at the end of it, or like in the middle of it, once a lot of abilities have been used and try to be at least a little impactful. Go to War Dragon as it is spawning right now. Enemy team's Vel'Koz doing the same. Looks like 3 wards placed down for some reason. Enemy team also scouting this out pretty thoroughly. Viego and Katarina potentially moving for me. This could be a fight that I want to engage on. Especially as Lucian's using some abilities, we see the enemy team's Zed eviscerated. Vel'Koz was in a bad spot there. Potentially I could have pinned him down, but we would have been in a dangerous position with that tower nearby. Friendly team backing up from that engagement, looking for Dragon. I'm going to push out bottom lane just a little bit. Tryndamere rotating down as well. We should see a pretty big battle about to erupt, although middle lane seems to be the target for the enemy team as they're just trying to eat up that tower. Udyr is proxying my lane. Don't know what he's hoping to accomplish with that. I kind of thought he was starting Dragon, so I was going to shove my lane out and then go help him. Oh, he has Rift Herald. Okay, that makes perfect sense then. Enemy team, as far as I know, does not know I'm here. Viego is near the Dragon Pit that Udyr is still pushing out bottom lane next to. I'm not moving in. There would be no benefit from me going in yet. However, here is a bit of a different story, especially with the enemy team splits. And what did I say? I'm not going to make that same fucking mistake again. We're just going to annihilate Katarina, pick up a double kill in the middle lane, and then big movement pings towards boss because Udyr just let it go. Oof. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oof. Well, the enemy team's Viego grabbing the first dragon for the enemy team. Once one team has 4, we get kind of mega buffs from it. Tryndamere and Viego moving into a 2v4, so this is something we want to continue to push into if we can. We did land a few abilities onto the enemy team's Tryndamere. Zed going in really aggressively against me before swapping back towards our Udyr. As he jumps away, we can stun, and with a couple auto attacks, mate. Oh, never mind, the rising tide of Nami is able to secure that kill. Tryndamere using his ult to resist death. I'm kind of looking for a way back into this fight because this isn't looking too great for me. I got to be honest with you. If Viego wants to keep chasing me, we can kind of kite that out with Qs, but Katarina goes in, gets 2 quick kills on our Nami and Lucian, and I'm just gonna keep backing up. Katarina heading towards top now, sees Udyr low on health. I imagine that's gonna be another kill. Yes, indeed it is, as she finds 3 quick deposits of gold in the middle lane. Ult's up in 3 seconds. You think they'll see it coming? I don't think they will. She's like, what the fuck? You just did this! Oh, what the fuck? Tower, come on! Oh. There it is. There it is. Tower securing that kill on Katarina. We're looking just fine. Now, our rocket belt not only gives us that increased mobility, it also gives us ability power, magic penetration, ability haste, some health. But its mythic passive gives every big item that we can complete additional magic penetration. So let's lean into that a little bit. Shadow Flame is good for the early game because it takes away flat armor penetration. I didn't know about this earlier. This was an epiphany I had with the help of some friends recently. Let's do this a little differently too. Perfect. If you look, I have 55 magic resist right now. Well, if I attack someone, once I complete Shadow Flame, it's just going to take 10 to 20 away. And if they have shields, it's going to take even more away. So we're going to be getting closer to dealing true damage when we erupt with our big ultimate. Now we can get more magic penetration on top of this as well. We're not limited to just that, but it is going to take a little while to build that up. Lucian pushing down middle lane does get a kill on the enemy team's Vel'Koz. I'm just trying to get some wards down really fast. That's looking fine. Let me get another one down over here. I want to say our CS is abysmal. Although Kennen CS in mid lane does seem to be a little bit lower than what a lot of other champions do here. He's not really made to clear lanes effectively. I use this tracker with the U.GG app, and hold on, this is erupting. Hold on. We almost have a stun on Zed. There we go. Perfect. Not using our ult just yet. This fight hasn't marinated enough. Let's use it now as Katarina just used hers. Rocket belt towards her as well. We get that kill. And the enemy team's Viego is starting to move towards us now. I'm just going to use my E to get away here at the start. He just went immune to damage as he swapped forms. Q is ready, but it misses. And then Vel'Koz doing a lot over the wall. Let me just back up a little bit. Oh, just missed Viego again. Hold on. Hold on. Meanwhile, while all of this is going on, Sion is getting really good value in the bottom lane. So we do actually want this to continue a little bit longer. Electrocute proc hitting Tryndamere. Electrocute is not a thing. That's not a real thing. Viego did back up from his push through the jungle. No sign of where Tryndamere is just yet. Although I'm not trying to fight him. He's pretty fucking scary. If Viego wants to push up, I have 35 seconds on my ultimate. I'm going to be pretty weak until then. If Tryndamere wants to follow me into here, well, I'll just stun him under tower, which is exactly what happened. 3 quick abilities, and we got got control of that situation again. That's kind of Kennen's strength. It's very hard to catch a Kennen if he's prepared, and I was very prepared for that one. 13 seconds on ultimate, so we want to start thinking about who is our next kill target. Who do we want to burst down next? And it's looking like this Vel'Koz is my prime target. Being in the middle lane, we might be able to catch up to him pretty quick, especially if he's ulting. Rocket boot in. Here's my ult. Stun him and secure that kill with the help of Udyr. And now we have a little bit of cooldown. You know, we have 1,300 gold we need to spend finishing off that Shadow Flame. I'm not going to push into this anymore. We have a minute and 12 seconds left on our ultimate, so we're kind of looking to just farm for the foreseeable future. That being said, Dragon is up. I'm going to head towards Dragon. We're also going to ping it a few times. With the enemy team having their support debt, well, we don't have our ADC. I was going to say that could be a big advantage. Katarina's still doing well on the enemy team, 10, 6, and 2 with a bit more CS than I have. I'm seeing Tryndamere on blue. My team is not excited about getting into objectives. I feel like they're the polar opposite of me. That being said, there is a fight erupting out in front of this one right now. We have a long time before our ultimate is ready, and Lucian is on the way, though. Lucian is on the way. We might be able to move in here soon. Tryndamere not really committing to starting this just yet. We might be able to get some pokes into Viego. Vel'Koz for the enemy team just respawned. 20 seconds left on my ultimate. I'm going to try to clear this lane and keep it pushing. Oh, the friendly team actually started Dragon. Okay. With everyone here. I don't know if that's a good idea. 8 seconds left of my ultimate. We really need it. We really need it. But Viego is caught. 3, 2, 1. On Tryndamere. I'm trying to get close enough to Vel'Koz. I wasn't able to do it. Viego on the back line is low. I don't think I can kill him. My team wiped out. I think that was a very, very risky maneuver, and we're seeing exactly why right now. Ultimate could have been a little better. I tried to make the best of a bad situation. Okay. So, now that we have our first 2 items completed, we have that magic penetration starting to stack. I think we have 2 schools of thought. We can either lead into even more magic pen to try to, once again, just completely negate any of the defenses that the enemy team might have. Before I go down that route, though, we need to look at their itemization. And currently, I'm not seeing anyone building any magic resist at all. So the flat magic penetration that we have right now is just cutting through their base defenses. We probably don't need anything else yet. So instead of that, I'm going to start building my Zhonya's hourglass. This will give us some increased survivability in these risky team fights and hopefully lead us closer to victory. We have 32 kills to the enemy team's 26. They have 2 dragons to our 1, and I would say that they have better vision. Well, I can't really attest to that. Our vision's bad, so I just assume theirs is a little bit better. We do need to get our CS back up. We definitely need to do that. And the easiest way for me to do that is probably just going to be to shove top out every time I have the opportunity. The enemy team Zed's jumping in on our Nami and then jumping back very quickly. That was very fast. I didn't commit too much to that, though. If he moves this way, we will be able to re-engage. Katarina on the back line immediately jumps back to safety again. The enemy team very assassin heavy, very intimidating, to be honest. She's building AP. She has 2 items completed. Me and Katarina are actually probably about on the same foot right now, all things considered. Big damage from Vel'Koz. I'm trying to leave. I'm trying to leave very quickly. Let's throw a Q back. That does hit him pretty square in the face, and our friendly team does ward around me. Sion is engaging in with that ultimate of his. He's jumping right into the thick of things, and then completely missing his Q. All right, let's zoom in. Here's my ult. I have a stasis if I need it. I hope I don't. The enemy team's Viego is stunned, but then immediately reanimated into that new body. We're going to have to fall back pretty quickly. Fuck! My W was just... I didn't press it fast enough. Well, it looks like we are kind of on the back foot here. Although the enemy team pushing forward when there's nothing really on the map for them to take at the moment. Viego is building AD, so I am going to grab this armor now. You know what? Fuck this armor. Sell that. Let's get another Dark Seal. If I can stack up in one team fight, we might be able to use that additional AP to carry this game. And we're kind of getting into a situation where we need a little bit of a Hail Mary. They're really pushing in on us quite hard. Now, that being said, top is pretty weak. Bottom is being pushed into the tier 3 tower as well. But the enemy team is likely on Baron right now, getting a very, very big buff that they will use to push into us. Lucian is taking the CS in the top lane. I have to take the CS in middle. We see Zed backing up. Looks like they didn't need his damage on that. Okay. One thing I could have done better in that last engagement is not miss my Q. It all started when I missed my Q. That's why Viego lived. But we also just bought this stopwatch, which makes me immune to damage, and I did not use it in a situation where I really needed to. I want to tell you why. I flashed into the bush thinking that that would be enough. If I can break vision on Viego, then he can't attack me, right? And we were just waiting for literally milliseconds for our abilities to be usable. So I thought that would be enough. I was very surprised when he flashed after me and just did not react in time. Friendly team pushing out bottom lane quite far. We are... Oh, Sion's trying to hull break. I see. So he actually needs to play solo. Enemy team is missing. We might be in a bit of danger here. Sion is encountering a couple members of the enemy team right now. He needs to play by himself, though. This looks sketchy. I'm trying not to get involved. He has an item that gives him more defenses if he's by himself. So I don't want to move towards him and then mess up that item. And then also Sion just resurrects after he dies and does a lot more damage. Meanwhile, in the top lane, as everyone was jumping in on our Sion, the friendly team actually doing the right thing. Securing a kill on the enemy team's jungler, the Viego, taken down. And they're actually putting a lot of pressure on that lane. So the enemy team's going to do one of two things. I guess one of three things. They're either going to back, rotate through the jungle to get to me, or continue pushing bottom. It looks like they backed and went towards top. We know they're top. We know they're still running. That gives us time to finish off this building. So on the outside looking in, what you may have seen is Sion just dying, but our team really made good use of that situation, securing some objectives. What is the problem here? The problem is it's happening right as Dragon is going up. So the odds of the enemy team running in right towards us right now, right towards me and Udyr, is pretty high. That being said, we saw Katarina farming. We know she's not here yet. If Katarina does jump onto me with her ultimate, we have our hourglass, our stopwatch, to try to stay alive. Beautiful! The enemy team didn't actually react in time. Trendemir potentially looking for a little bit of cleanup here, but we're just going to back away. I was going to move into this and finish off this bird. I think that's still exactly what I'm going to do. Trendemir did scout out some of our wards, but nothing too serious just yet. Vel'Koz for the enemy team pushing top lane right now. Let me try to actually get some CS. Holy shit. So we are significantly behind on money to compared to where I would normally be in a game like this. We are 53 gold per minute down, and when you consider it's a 30-minute game, that's a lot. That is a lot of gold. Our CS during the laning phase was very poor, although I am happy with our roaming kills. I am happy with that. That's the only reason that our gold per minute isn't worse, is because we did roam around and get a few kills.
Do it.
Sion, once again, AFK pushing the top lane. I don't say that negatively. He's doing what he should do. The enemy team is around Baron right now, doing absolutely nothing. So if we could just keep the enemy team here, Sion will get value where he's going. Trendemir trying to roam around to look for something. Viego pushing the top lane into our Lucian right now as well. I'm on the way. I don't know if this is going to erupt in a full team fight, but Viego's down, so the odds of that happening are much less. Now, Katarina messing up her jump. Let's just go ahead and ultimate, rocket belt, ignite, go immune to damage. Na'Vi actually taking the kill from me. Fuck. Hey, we did everything right there. We stopped that incoming damage. We went immune and secured it. That was pretty perfect. All right. Now, we do need to head back to the base for some more supplies. Let's get rid of this book. We'll grab the, I don't know what this is called, Seeker's Arm Guard instead. This builds into our Zhonya's Hourglass, which is going to give us more immunity. 3 minutes on Dragon, 2 minutes on Baron. Top lane is pushing towards us, so I will clear top lane. Bottom lane is also pushing in, but Lucian is a little closer. Meanwhile, Sion continues to AFK push the middle lane. Yes, he's 0, 6, and 3, but he has 200 481 CS. This motherfucker is stacked. In fact, he's trying to build out his last 2 items right now, it looks like. As the enemy team moves on to him, we'll get this free farm up in the top lane. We know there's 2 there. He's actually using his ultimate to disengage this time, opting not to die in that setting. Okay. Let's try to get a ward down here. Ooh, Vel'Koz taken down in the bottom lane. I didn't even see that happening on the map. Many members of the enemy team are missing right now. I was just scouted by Viego in top jungle. Looks like Tryndamere is heading towards us at the moment as well. I'm going to fall back. I don't want Tryndamere to wrap around me. We're actually going to just go back through our jungle and try to meet up with our team over here, keeping my eyes on me on the mini-map the entire time. Tryndamere backed up towards our Udyr. Let's ping danger here. He is behind him. Bunch of pings on him. Maybe Udyr will want to wrap around on that. Lucian pushing bottom. Did see the danger pings, and he's starting to fall back too from this jungle aggression. Now, Udyr is in the path of where 3 people might be trying to go, and I'm a little worried about him. He's looking at Katarina for a kill, but if Tryndamere rotates into me here, I'm in trouble, much less 3 of them rotating into Udyr. Like now. So I have to do some fancy footwork if we want to try to get out of this. I'm going to ult right here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hey, okay. I have to leave. Katarina was taken down too, so we are totally fine. Let's head back to the base. Viego is seen on the map. Baron is up, and the friendly team is pinging for it. I think that's a great idea. Zhonya's hourglass is completed. Let's also start to build up our void staff because we know we want that too, and then head straight towards dragon. The enemy team dead for quite some time. This should be a pretty easy grab if our fucking jungler gets over here. Viego seen farming top. Vel'Koz just missing. Maybe we're not going for it. Is that what's happening? Or are we not doing it? Are we doing dragon instead? I'm just getting some mixed signals here. Everyone's just standing around. Fuck. All right. Well, I see Viego for the enemy team. Let's see if we can do any fun stuff to him. He's immediately going to back up. It looks like our timing is gone because Katarina was the last to die, and she's respawning right now. Sion is trying to get value middle, pushing towards that inhibitor. The enemy team does not have any buildings left at all. They just have that inhibitor. Sion is trying to escape. I want to move in here and try to just add some more pressure while they're not paying attention to me. If they're focused on Sion, I should be more free to do this. However, it's starting to get a little sketchy. I'm going to rocket boot forward now and just keep running past Viego. I'm not looking to try to get involved in that team fight. Sion does get taken down. Remember, he had that hull breaker, so he's super strong, and he resurrects to continue to chase down the enemy team. I don't have flash. Oh, but I do have a stun. Is it enough? Is it enough? It's very close. I'm gonna have to ult for Viego. I don't think I'm making it. Oh my god! Oh my god! The friendly team did grab dragon. We just picked up 2 kills. They're pushing towards the enemy's core right now. That's another inhibitor taken down. Unfortunately, I have to go back. I can't stay in this shindig. I don't have that much health just sitting around, unfortunately. Also can't sell anything yet either, so let's just start running back. Lucian with Nami and Udyr take down that top inhibitor. Katarina looks like she's getting desperate, trying to jump in to just deal any damage, even if it's in a 1v3. Zed for the enemy team jumping in on Lucian with his ult, trying to deal extra damage, but Lucian just takes him motherfucking down. And now there's only 2 towers remaining, just like Lord of the Rings. If we take these down, the core is damageable. Katarina coming back with new health, trying to spin inside of our team, but is taken down. Tryndamere back up in 6 seconds. We're heading towards the core as well, using everything we can to try to be in the final screenshot. Oh, hey, we were close. All right. Was that a perfect game? No. Very rarely are they. But I hope you could see the amount of knowledge we're bringing into Kennen now versus before. I think there's been a lot of growth on this character. And we also did some dynamic learning on the fly in this game. For instance, if we see a Katarina, just fucking ult. Maybe that problem will just take care of itself. Maybe that's what it'll do. I'm gonna ping. I'm gonna update our Lucian. He's doing really good. I think his damage is gonna be very high. We get a B- in today's match. Not our best showing ever on Kennen, but still 35,000 damage this game is pretty respectable. The enemy, Katarina, did do better than me. She ended up being almost 4,000 gold ahead of us at the end. She was turning into a bit of a monster. But ultimately, Sion made a bunch of space, and we were able to secure that win. Thank you guys for being here. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and we'll be back again very soon.